What if the plane goes down? What if the test comes back? What if I lose the town, the house, the job, the track? What if the phone rings late? What if the email says? What if behind the gate of tomorrow is the mess? I've been imagining since Tuesday, since the moment I woke up. The what ifs are the newsday of the brain that can't fill up. What if I said the wrong thing? What if they notice the mistake? What if the bell will ring and the news is the earthquake I always feared but never felt? The what ifs are the cards I've dealt myself from a stacked and loaded deck. The what ifs are the shipwreck of every evening's quiet attempt to rest, to breathe, to let it go. The what ifs are the contempt my brain has for the status quo of peace and the uneventful. The what ifs hate the boring good. The what ifs are the sentimental villains of the neighborhood. Landfill of what ifs, I am dumping every one of you tonight. Landfill of what ifs, the thumping of the garbage truck's delight. What if, what if, what if, what if? The answer is I do not know. Landfill of what ifs, I have had enough of carrying your heavy show. What if I stop the what ifs here? What if I close the factory door? What if the what ifs disappeared and I did not make any more? What if the morning came without the inventory of the dread? What if the what ifs lost their name and I named the morning instead? After the actual, not the feared. After the real, not the projected. What if the what ifs were cleared and the present was resurrected? The landfill of what ifs is enormous. It stretches back for years and years. The what ifs are the gorgeous manipulation of the tears I cried for things that never happened, for the planes that always landed safe, for the tests that came back average, for the jobs that stayed in place. The landfill is the monument to the worries, wasted time. The what ifs are the document of the fictional crime I committed against my own peace. The theft of the evening's calm. The landfill is the release of the self-inflicted harm. I drive the truck to the landfill now. The what ifs piled in the back. I dump them with a grateful bow. The what ifs tumbling from the rack. What if the plane? What if the test? What if the call? What if the door? The landfill takes the rest and I do not need them anymore. The truck drives back, the bed is empty, the cab is quiet and the road is free of the what ifs tempting, and I have lightened my load. Landfill of what ifs, you are full tonight with everything I brought. Landfill of what ifs, the pull of the worry has been caught and dumped and covered with the dirt of the evening's simple fact. Landfill of what ifs, the hurt was fictional, and that's the act. What if the plane goes down? What if the test comes back? What if I lose the town, the house, the job, the track? What if the phone rings late? What if the email says? What if behind the gate of tomorrow is the mess? I've been imagining since Tuesday, since the moment I woke up. The what ifs are the newsday of the brain that can't fill up. What if I said the wrong thing? What if they notice the mistake? What if the bell will ring and the news is the earthquake I always feared but never felt? The what ifs are the cards I've dealt myself from a stacked and loaded deck. The what ifs are the shipwreck of every evening's quiet attempt to rest, to breathe, to let it go. The what ifs are the contempt my brain has for the status quo of peace and the uneventful. The what ifs hate the boring good. The what ifs are the sentimental villains of the neighborhood. Landfill of what ifs, I am dumping every one of you tonight. Landfill of what ifs, the thumping of the garbage truck's delight. What if, what if, what if, what if? The answer is I do not know. Landfill of what ifs, I have had enough of carrying your heavy show. What if I stop the what ifs here? What if I close the factory door? What if the what ifs disappeared and I did not make any more? What if the morning came without the inventory of the dread? What if the what ifs lost their name and I named the morning instead? After the actual, not the feared. After the real, not the projected. What if the what ifs were cleared and the present was resurrected? The landfill of what ifs is enormous. It stretches back for years and years. The what ifs are the gorgeous manipulation of the tears I cried for things that never happened, for the planes that always landed safe, for the tests that came back average, for the jobs that stayed in place. The landfill is the monument to the worries of wasted time. The what ifs are the document of the fictional crime I committed against my own peace, the theft of the evening's calm. The landfill is the release of the self-inflicted harm. I drive the truck to the landfill now. The what ifs piled in the back, I dump them with a grateful bow. The what ifs tumbling from the rack. What if the plane, what if the test, what if the call, what if the door? The landfill takes the rest and I do not need them anymore. The truck drives back, the bed is empty, the cab is quiet and the road is free of the what ifs tempting, and I have lightened my load. Landfill of what ifs, you were full tonight with everything I brought. Landfill of what ifs, the pull of the worry has been caught and dumped and covered with the dirt of the evening's simple fact. Landfill of what ifs. The hurt was fictional, and that's the act. Beneath the tree, the roots are spreading wider than the canopy above. The root system is the threading of the underground and the love of darkness and the patient grip on soil that shifts with every rain. The root system does not slip. The root system holds the strain. I think of roots when worry shakes the branches of my thinking tree. The root system never breaks because the root system is the key. The visible is the trunk, the leaf, the part that bends and breaks and scars. But the root system's relief is beneath the worry stars. Invisible and strong and spread across the dark foundation layer. The root system is the thread that holds me when the worry's prayer is answered with more wind, more storm, more shaking of the upper floors. The root system's quiet form is the anchor that the worried adores. Root system, hold me deep beneath the shaking of the day. Root system, in the sleep of the underground I will stay, invisible but strong and wide, the network that the surface hides. Root system, I confide in the darkness where the calm resides. The mycorrhizal network runs between the trees beneath the floor. The root system and the fungi sons are sharing nutrients and more. The information of the stressed, the signal of the wounded bark. The root system is the blessed communication in the dark, and I am part of it, the network of the people who have held my roots when the above ground work of worrying had me compelled to break, to bend, to lose my leaves. The root system said, not yet. The root system believes in the underground safety net. The deepest roots are the calmest parts of every tree that has survived. The root system and the hearts of the worried have always thrived. Not in the sunlight, not in the show, but in the dark beneath the stage. The root system says, I know the worry and I know the page. It comes from when the root goes deeper than the fear's imagination. The root system is the keeper of the calm's original nation. I close my eyes and feel the roots extending from the soles of my feet into the floor, the buildings, chutes and ladders to the earth beneath the street. The root system is the visualization the therapist suggested that I try. The root system is the station where the worried come to untie the knots and let the darkness hold the weight that the sunlight couldn't. The root system, old and bold, absorbs the worry that I shouldn't have been carrying above the ground. The root system says, bring it here. The root system is the sound of the deepest and the most sincere. Root system, you held me fast beneath the storm above my head. Root system, the worry passed through the branches, but the roots instead held firm and wide and dark and sure. The network underneath the scene. Root system, the only cure is the depth of where I've been. Is the depth of where I've been.
The warm milk has a skin on top, a membrane thin as a held breath. I stir it with a tiny spoon, and the kitchen smells of depth and vanilla and the hour that comes after everything. The warm milk is the gentle power of the unambitious evening. I sip it standing at the counter. The fridge light is the only glow. The warm milk is the encounter with the part of me that's slow. My mother made it when the monsters lived beneath the bed at night. The warm milk was the sponsors of the brave and the alright. She'd heat it on the stove, not the microwave, because the stove required the standing and the free few minutes of the love of waiting for the bubbles at the edge, the signal that the warm was warm. The warm milk was the pledge that the night would do no harm. Warm milk in the quiet kitchen, warm milk in the ceramic cup, warm milk, the ancient prescription for the ones who can't give up. The worry long enough to sleep, warm milk, the oldest drug for the mind that will not keep still long enough for the hug of the pillow and the dark. Warm milk, you taste like home. Warm milk, the smallest spark of the calm inside the chrome. The science says the tryptophan is not enough to make you sleep. The warm milk works because the plan is not the chemistry but the deep association with the safe, the childhood and the mother's hand. The warm milk is the chafe of the familiar in the land of the worried and the wide awake. The warm milk does not cure. The warm milk helps you make the peace that the worried are not sure they deserve, but the cup says yes. You deserve the warm, the small. The warm milk says the tenderness is available to all. The ritual is the medicine, the heating and the stirring and the standing in the kitchen's thin. An amber light, the warm milk solution, just the sip, the swallow and the warmth inside. The warm milk is the drip of the calm and the turning of the tide. Not because the milk is magic, but because the act of making is the opposite of the tragic inner monologue of the aching. The cup is empty and the warmth has spread from stomach to the limbs. The warm milk and its gentle form of the kitchen's evening hymns have done their work. The eyelids drop, the jaw unclenches, and the mind begins its nightly workshop stop, and the worry falls behind. The warm milk's gentle curtain call, the last sip and the rinsed out cup. The warm milk is the wherewithal to finally give the worry up. Warm milk, the kitchen's dark, the cup is clean, the stove is cool. Warm milk, the gentlest spark of the oldest bedtime rule. Drink the warm and close the eyes, the worry will be there at dawn. Warm milk, the compromise between the fear and the yawn.
The darkest hour is the one before the light, the saying goes. And I am in it, I am done with the pretending that the throes of worry are not real tonight. They are as real as the cold, as the ceiling in the low lamplight, as the blanket that I hold. But the darkest hour is also the proof that the sequence has not been broken. The morning will come through the roof of the night with its golden token. I have survived every night before, every single one that came with its inventory of the soul, and the worried and the blame. The morning came at 6 or 7 with its birds and its reluctant light. The morning came and 11 of the day replaced the night, and tomorrow's morning will arrive as certainly as the ones before. The morning will come, I am alive, and the night is not the final score. Morning will come, it always does. The dawn is not a maybe thing. Morning will come because the earth has not stopped its ring around the sun. The physics hold, the rotation will not cease. Morning will come as it was foretold by every sunrise and its peace. The worry says this time is different. This night the morning will not break. The worry says the night is permanent. The worry says you made a mistake that cannot be undone by dawn. The worry says the light is gone, but the worry has been wrong about every morning all along. Every single prediction made by the worry do not need to solve the night. I just need to outlast the flurry of the dark and hold on tight to the one thing that the worry cannot take, cannot disprove. The morning will come in no hurry, but the morning will arrive and move the shadows from the bedroom wall, the gray from the window's face. The morning will answer the call of the night with its quiet grace, and I will be here when it does, standing at the window watching the morning come, because the morning has never stopped launching. The sky is changing, I can see the faintest line of light or dark. The morning is approaching me, the morning and its opening mark on the horizon, sealed envelope. The morning and its first faint word. The morning is the scope of every promise I have heard from every night that came before the darkest hour, and then the lights. The morning knocking at the door, the morning saying you survived the night. Morning will come, I see it now, the first gray line, the first bird's call. Morning will come and take its bow, the most reliable miracle of all. The earth kept turning through my fear, the sun was never really gone. Morning will come, morning is here. The worry lost and the day has won.
I write the worry on the paper, fold it once and fold it twice. The envelope is the escape hatch, the worry pays the postage price. I seal it with the tongue, the glue is bitter and the taste remains, but the worry is inside and through the process of the postal lanes. It will travel to an address that does not exist in any town. The envelope is the recess where I send the worry down. The pen was shaking when I wrote the words that made the worry real. The envelope became the moat between the thought and how I feel. Once sealed, the worry cannot breathe. The air inside the paper cage is finite, and the worry seed will run out before the page of tomorrow when the morning starts without the weight of what I sent. The envelope divides the parts of me that worry and lament. To become the envelope is the boundary and the wall between the fear and the hope, the biggest and the small. Envelope, take it away, carry the worry to the void. Envelope, at the end of day, the worry has been deployed somewhere other than my chest, somewhere other than my head. Envelope, you know best how to carry what I've said. I learned this trick from from the therapist who said externalize the thought. Write it down and do not resist the urge to send what you have caught. Inside the net of pen and paper, the envelope is the ritual of making the worry the vapor instead of the habitual. Resident of your waking mind, the envelope says I will hold the worry while you unwind, the worry while you grow old enough to know the difference between the feared and the real. The envelope's magnificence is the simple paper seal. You cannot unsend the worry once the envelope has left your hand. The worry went to the response department of a distant land, where no one reads the letters, where the worry sits in the dead post. The envelope was the prayer I sent to the worried coast. And even though the address is fake, the act of sending was the point. The envelope is the break between the worry and the joint. Effort of the mind and hand to take the invisible and make it something I can understand and fold and seal and forsake it. I have a drawer of envelopes unsealed and ready for the night. The worry always elopes with my peace, but the paper's right. They're waiting for the capture, the folding and the sealing done. The envelope is the rapture of the worry being outrun by the simplest of the crafts, the letter to the nowhere sent, the envelope and its drafts of every worried word I've spent. Envelope, the mail has gone, the worry is in transit now. Envelope, I will carry on without the weight upon my brow. Sealed and stamped and sent away to the address of the unreceived envelope at the end of day. The worry has been relieved.
I have a word I say to myself when the worry starts its climb. A word I keep upon the shelf of the emergency and the rhyme of the self-talk that I've practiced in the mirror and the dark. The safe word is the extracted version of the survival spark. I will not tell you what it is, because a safe word is private and particular to the life that is uniquely mine. But understand, it works, it stops the spiral spin, it catches me before the fall. The safe word is the discipline of the smallest kind of wall. My therapist said, choose a word that brings you to the present tense. A word that when it is heard inside your head, the worry's fence collapses and the view returns to the room, the chair, the hand. The safe word word is what the worried learns to use when they cannot stand. Another minute on the ledge of the catastrophe tonight. The safe word is the edge of the cliff becoming a bench with light. Safe word, I am saying you now, inside the quiet of my mind. Safe word, take a bow for bringing me back to the kind in the present and the here, the room, the breath, the now. Safe word, the persevere of the simplest verbal vow. It is just a word, not a spell, not a prayer, not a hymn. The safe word does not compel the universe to change its whim. It compels me to change my focus from the future to the floor. The safe word is the locus of the attention's open door. Back into the body, back into the temperature of the air. The safe word is the track that leads me out of the despair. Children have their blankets, their stuffed bears, their mothers sleeve. Adults have their banquets of coping, but I believe the safe word is the adult's bear, the grown-up version of the held. The safe word is the swear I make to myself when I'm compelled to fall apart, to lose the ground, to spiral into the what-if sea. The safe word is the sound that brings me back to being me. Not the worried version, not the catastrophic thinking one, but the version that has got the ability to see the sun. I say the word and the room returns, the ceiling in the corner and the book. The safe word and its quiet burns the worry down with just one look at the present moment's face, the nose, the mouth, the breathing chest. The safe word is the grace of the verbal life vest, thrown into the water when the worry pulls me underneath. The safe word once again has helped me find the underneath of the calm beneath the storm, the present tense beneath the fear. The safe word in its quiet form has brought me gently here. Safe word, you brought me back from the edge of the spirals. Safe word on the track of the present. You are the friend I carry everywhere I go, the quietest tool in the kit. Safe word, the undertow of the calm that never quits.
I write the worry on the paper, fold it once and fold it twice. The envelope is the escape hatch, the worry pays the postage price. I seal it with the tongue, the glue is bitter and the taste remains, but the worry is inside and through. process of the postal lanes. It will travel to an address that does not exist in any town. The envelope is the recess where I send the worry down. The pen was shaking when I wrote the words that made the worry real. The envelope became the moat between the thought and how I feel. Once sealed, the worry cannot breathe. The air inside the paper cage is finite, and the worry seethe will run out before the page of tomorrow. When the morning starts without the weight of what I sent, the envelope divides the parts of me that worry and lament. To become the envelope is the boundary and the wall between the fear and the hope, the biggest and the small. Envelope, take it away, carry the worry to the void. Envelope, at the end of day, the worry has been deployed somewhere other than my chest, somewhere other than my head. Envelope, you know best how to carry what I've said. I learned this trick from the therapist who said, externalize the thought, write it down and do not resist the urge to send what you have caught inside the net of pen and paper. The envelope is the ritual of making the worry the vapor instead of the habitual resident of your waking mind. The envelope says, I will hold the worry while you unwind, the worry while you grow old. Enough to know the difference between the feared and the real. The envelope's magnificence is the simple paper seal. You cannot unsend the worry once the envelope has left your hand. The worry went to the response department of a distant land where no one reads the letters, where the worry sits in the dead post. The envelope was the prayer I sent to the worried coast. And even though the address is fake, the act of sending was the point. The envelope is the break between the worry and the joint. Effort of the mind and hand to take the invisible and make it something I can understand and fold and seal and forsake it. I have a drawer of envelopes unsealed and ready for the night. The worry always elopes with my peace, but the paper's right. They're waiting for the capture, the folding and the sealing done. The envelope is the rapture of the worry being outrun by the simplest of the crafts, the letter to the nowhere sent, the envelope and its drafts of every worried word I've spent. Envelope, the mail has gone, worry is in transit now. Envelope, I will carry on without the weight upon my brow, sealed and stamped and sent away to the address of the unreceived. Envelope, at the end of day,
has a skin on top, a membrane thin as a held breath. I stir it with a tiny spoon, and the kitchen smells of depth and vanilla and the hour that comes after everything. The warm milk is the gentle power of the unambitious evening. I sip it standing at the counter. The fridge light is the only glow. The warm milk is the encounter with the part of me that's slow. My mother made it when the monsters lived beneath the bed at night. The warm milk was the sponsors of the brave and the alright. She'd heat it on the stove, not the microwave, because the stove required the standing and the free few minutes of the love of waiting for the bubbles at the edge, the signal that the warm was warm. The warm milk was the pledge that the night would do no harm. Warm milk in the quiet kitchen, warm milk in the ceramic cup, warm milk, the ancient prescription for the ones who can't give up. The worry long enough to sleep, warm milk, the oldest drug for the mind that will not keep still long enough for the hug of the pillow and the dark. Warm milk, you taste like home. Warm milk, the smallest spark of the calm inside the chrome. The science says the tryptophan is not enough to make you sleep. The warm milk works because the plan is not the chemistry, but the deep association with the safe, the childhood and the mother's hand. The warm milk is the chafe of the familiar in the land of the worried and the wide awake. The warm milk does not cure. The warm milk helps you make the peace that the worried are not sure they deserve, but the cup says yes, you deserve the warm, the small. The warm milk says the tenderness is available to all. The ritual is the medicine, the heating and the stirring and the standing in the kitchen's thin and amber light. The warm milk planned no revolution, just the sip, the swallow and the warmth inside. The warm milk is the drip of the calm and the turning of the tide. Not because the milk is magic, but because the act of making is the opposite of the tragic inner monologue of the aching. The cup is empty and the warm has spread from stomach to the limbs. The warm milk and its gentle form of the kitchen's evening hymns have done their work. The eyelids drop, the jaw unclenches, and the mind begins its nightly workshop stop, and the worry falls behind. The warm milk's gentle curtain call, the last sip and the rinsed out cup. The warm milk is the wherewithal to finally give the worry up. the gentlest spark of the oldest bedtime rule. Drink the warm and close the eyes. The worry will be there at dawn. Warm milk, the compromise between the fear and the yawn.
I have a word I say to myself when the worry starts its climb. A word I keep upon the shelf of the emergency and the rhyme of the self-talk that I've practiced in the mirror and the dark. The safe word is the extracted version of the survival spark. I will not tell you what it is, because a safe word is private and particular to the life that is uniquely mine. But understand, it works, it stops the spiral spin, it catches me before the fall. The safe word is the discipline of the smallest kind of wall. Said, choose a word that brings you to the present tense. A word that when it is heard inside your head, the worry's fence collapses and the view returns to the room, the chair, the hand. The safe word is what the worried learns to use when they cannot stand. Another minute on the ledge of the catastrophe tonight. The safe word is the edge of the cliff, becoming a bench with light. Safe word, I am saying you now, inside the quiet of my mind. Safe word, take a bow for bringing me back to the kind in the present and the here, the room, the breath, the now. Safe word, the persevere of the simplest verbal vow. It is just a word, not a spell, not a prayer, not a hymn. The safe word does not compel the universe to change its whim. It compels me to change my focus from the future to the floor. The safe word is the locus of the attention's open door. Back into the body, back into the temperature of the air. The safe word is the track that leads me out of the despair. Children have their blankets, their stuffed bears, their mothers sleep. Adults have their banquets of coping, but I believe the safe word is the adult spare, the grown-up version of the held. The safe word is the swear I make to myself when I'm compelled to fall apart, to lose the ground, to spiral into the what-if sea. The safe word is the sound that brings me back to being me. Not the worried version, not the catastrophic thinking one, but the
to see the sun. I say the word and the room returns, the ceiling in the corner and the book. The safe word and its quiet burns the worry down with just one look. At the present moment's face, the nose, the mouth, the breathing chest. The safe word is the grace of the verbal life vest. Thrown into the water when the worry pulls me underneath. The safe word once again has helped me find the underneath of the calm beneath the storm, the present tense beneath the fear. The safe word in its quiet form has brought me gently here. The safe word, you brought me back from the edge of the spiral's end. The safe word on the track of the present, you are the friend I carry everywhere I go, the quietest tool in the kit. Safe word, the undertow of the calm that never quits.
Beneath the tree, the roots are spreading wider than the canopy above. The root system is the threading of the underground and the love of darkness in the patient grip on soil that shifts with every rain. The root system does not slip. The root system holds the strain. I think of roots when worry shakes the branches of my thinking tree. The root system never breaks because the root system is the key. The visible is the trunk, the leaf, the part that bends and breaks and scars. The root system's relief is beneath the worry stars, invisible and strong and spread across the dark foundation layer. The root system is the thread that holds me when the worry's prayer is answered with more wind, more storm, more shaking of the upper floors. The root system's quiet form is the anchor that the worried adores. Root system, hold me deep beneath the shaking of the day. Root system, in the sleep of the underground I will stay, invisible but strong and wide, the network that the surface hides. Root system, I confide in the darkness where the calm resides. The mycorrhizal network runs between the trees beneath the floor. The root system and the fungi sons are sharing nutrients and more. The information of the stressed, the signal of the wounded bark. The root system is the blessed communication in the dark, and I am part of it. the network of the people who have held my roots when the above ground work of worrying had me compelled to break the bend, to lose my leaves. The root system said not yet. The root system believes in the underground safety net. The deepest roots are the calmest parts of every tree that has survived. The root system and the hearts of the worried have always thrived. Not in the sunlight, not in the show, but in the dark beneath the stage. The root system says, I know the worry and I know the page it comes from, and the root goes deeper than the fear's imagination. The root system is the keeper of the calm's original nation. I close my eyes and feel the roots extending from the soles of my feet into the floor, the buildings, chutes and ladders to the earth beneath the street. The root system is the visualization. The therapist suggested that I try. The root system is the station where the worried come to untie the knots and let the darkness hold the weight that the sunlight couldn't. The root system, old and bold, absorbs the worry that I shouldn't have been carrying above the ground. The root system says, bring it here. The root system is the sound of the deepest and the most sincere. Root system, you held me fast beneath the storm above my head. Root system, the worry passed through the branches, but the roots instead held firm and wide and dark and sure. The network underneath the scene. Root system, the only cure is the depth of where I've been. The darkest hour is the one before the light, the saying goes. And I am in it, I am done with the pretending that the throes of worry are not real tonight. They are as real as the cold, as the ceiling in the low lamplight, as the blanket that I hold. But the darkest hour is also the proof that the sequence has not been broken. The morning will come through the roof of the night with its golden token. I have survived every night before, every single one that came, with its inventory of the sore and the worried and the blame. The morning came at 6 or 7
with its birds and its reluctant light. The morning came and the leaven of the day replaced the night.
And tomorrow's morning will arrive as certainly as the ones before.
The morning will come, I am alive, and the night is not the final score. Morning will come, it always does. The dawn is not a maybe thing. Morning will come because the earth has not stopped its ring around the sun. The physics hold. The rotation will not cease. Morning will come as it was foretold by every sunrise and its peace.
The worry says this time is different. This night the morning will not break. The worry says the night is permanent. The worry says you made a mistake
That cannot be undone by dawn. The worry says the light is gone, but the worry has been wrong about every morning all along.
every single prediction made by the worry in the dark
Has been disproved by the parade
of the mornings and the lark.
I do not need to fix the worry. I do not need to solve the night. I just need to outlast the flurry of the dark and hold on tight to the one thing that the worry cannot take, cannot disprove. The morning will come in no hurry, but the morning will arrive and move. The shadows from the bedroom wall, the gray from the windows fade. The morning will answer the call of the night with its quiet grace.
And I will be here when it does.
Standing at the window watching.
The morning come because
The morning has never stopped launching.
the sky is changing. I can see the faintest line of light or dark.
The morning is approaching me. The morning and its opening mark
On the horizon sealed envelope.
the morning and its first faint word.
The morning is the scope
of every promise I have heard.
from every night that came before.
The darkest hour and then the light. The morning knocking at the door. The morning saying you survived the night. Morning will come, I see it now. The first gray line, the first bird's call. Morning will come and take its bow. The most reliable miracle
and the day has won.